Hey guys, how's it going? CoderMan here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made the Bronco more Christmassy. So basically, I saw this idea on some Jeeps, and I think one other Bronco actually did something similar. And I wanted to create the spare tire as a wreath. And I wanted to kind of step it up from anything I've ever seen before, and I wanted to put lights on it as well. And then my wife recommended the bow to just kind of, tie in the whole Christmas theme. But basically, I'm going to overlay here some photos of installing this. And what we did was we basically bought packs of garland at Lowe's, get them at Home Depot, Target, wherever, Amazon, and essentially just wrapped it around the wheel through the spokes. And you can kind of see if I get in here. So as you'll see right here, it was wrapped through the spokes. And thank you for my wife for doing this because she has smaller hands, which also means that it makes things look bigger. But anyways, yeah, you just basically wrap it here through the spokes. And if I come around here to the back, you won't be able to see it too much, but you'll see it's individual strands of this garland. You can just kind of see how it's wrapped around. And basically just bought, I think we ended up buying 4. This is a 35-inch wheel, and we wrapped it pretty tight because I wanted to obviously make it a statement piece, which I think we succeeded. And then I just got a 1 pack of these LED outdoor rated lights, and we just wrapped them around the wreath. And then if I come in here, you'll see some zip ties like right here. We basically just zip tied it to the wreath, and yeah, everything was done super easy. And as far as for power, if I come around here, basically, we just have obviously, your standard plug, and we have it going to an outdoor rated, because this does sit outside, so make sure you get an outdoor rated extension cord. And I actually just run it in this channel right here. And sometimes it wants to pop out when you're closing the door, so you want to be mindful if you do this to make sure that it stays inside that channel. And then basically you just run it. And I got the mid package, so I have the the rear plug right there. So one thing to note about that plug, if you weren't aware, is it is not powered when the vehicle is off. And in fact, it takes about 3 to 5 seconds once the vehicle is turned on to actually engage. Another option I thought of is actually getting a 12-volt converter and using this right here. Probably would have been a little bit easier to run it as well. But I just decided to keep it real simple and run the 120-volt plug, so I could just kind of run it, right there. And yeah, I mean, basically to close this up, just obviously drop the top glass. Like I said, make sure that stays in here. All of this is protected. You have obviously this cable right here, and you're running along that cable, so you're not gonna have any pinching. And you just kind of make note of that wire, and there you go. Then all I do, because I kind of extended this out to show you guys, is I push this back into the Bronco right here. And yeah, I actually just run it in this channel just like that, and keep it nice and protected. It's also off of the paint. I do have the paint optic-coated, as you guys know. You probably saw that video, but obviously you still don't want to scratch it. And then as far as this plug, it just kind of sits right here. And these are outdoor rated lights, like I said, so you got no problems. One additional thing I was going to do, but I decided against it, let me go ahead and throw the seat back, was to actually put lighting up in the ceiling, actually wrap it around the roll bar, I guess it would be. I decided not to do that because those lights are pretty bright, which you probably saw here when I showed some of this night footage. It's actually quite bright. And honestly, I just felt like it would be too bright driving around. So I decided not to do that. So yeah, that's how I ended up setting this up for the holiday season. Like I said, if I go behind me, you can see that our yard has all the Christmas stuff, and we have our Christmas tree and everything, but I had never actually done anything to a vehicle. And like I said, I saw a similar thing, decided to kind of replicate some of that, and then add my own flair with the lights, and my wife added the bow. And I'm actually, I think it's really cool, but what's really interesting for me is because this is essentially a channel vehicle, a lot of people will stop and ask questions about this, and they'll kind of, ask, how did you do it? Or, hey, that's cool. Like, I've never seen this before. I've had a couple people actually reach me on Instagram. I'll show one here. I'll blur out the info just because I don't want to be putting people on blast. But he actually seen me going down the highway and actually grabbed some video. And I just thought that was really cool. So it's always cool when people reach out and kind of see the things that you're doing. But that's all I have for this video. I appreciate you guys checking this out. Thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. We're just cruising right along, and I will be announcing the live stream on Instagram later today. So be on the lookout for that. So as always, appreciate you guys checking out these videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.